Hello and welcome to the round 7 of the men's Supa-Liga. Today we have the Northern Hawks in the black kit against Brozzy FC in the yellow kit. Joined now by John Goodlich, your commentator for this evening.
So, lining up for the Northern Hawks today, starting is Michael De Philippis, Shirash Sasakuma, Betim Ziba, and Ches Houston. And on the bench is Adriana Jelenovic, Shafiq Hafiz, Devin Rindell, Callum Bredemeyer, Rickon Ropley, and Nishan Nair Alagoda. Then for Brozzy, we've got Alex Fasosa, the number 1, Daniel Barros, the number 19, Fred Vannin, the number 9, Leonardo Quieros, the number 14, Andre Duna, the number 5, Fernando Rosende, the number 7, Leonardo Ferreira, the number 6, Alan Potrick, the number 4, and Bruno Bissan, the number 16. As we get underway here, De Philippis' ball cut out by Figueiredo. Duna on the ball now. Gives it to Rosende, Vannin, Duna down the line, and that one cut out by Michael De Philippis. As just a bit of an update on the standings of the league at the moment, Brozzy are in first place. However, they've been not winless, but they went the first four games of the season undefeated before taking their first loss of the season last week to the Spearwood Lions, and 2 weeks prior they dropped their first points of the season in a 0-0 draw with the West Coast Cobras. So a good start for them. However, they'll be wanting to bounce back after last week's defeat. Similarly for the Northern Hawks, they've had a relatively good start to the season, 4 wins and the 2 losses. They lost to the Condors and the lowly place Perth Pumas, and Hawks usually are a team that find themselves up the top of the table. Start less than ideal by their standards, perhaps. 4 wins and 2 losses from the first 6 games, and what a matchup we have in our hands tonight. The winner will have a chance at going top of the table after the end of the round, depending on other results, and it's a smart shot from Ches Houston. Bissan makes a save, and the loser could risk dropping out of the top 4 based on other results. So it proves how tightly contested the league is at the moment, as Quieros looks for the ball down the line, but it's cut out well by Houston. Rosende, he gives it to Vannin at target. Vannin holds it up well. Rosende, Duna, he's played it out wide to Rosende, who's 1-on-1 with De Philippis, but that one's cut out by Houston. De Philippis outside of the football down the line looking for Sasakuma, who gives it to Houston. Houston looks for the return ball, but it's cut out. Duna's gotten through here. A real chance for Brozzy now, but it's blocked away by Sasakuma. As Vannin shot on the left foot, but that one wider down for Mato's goal. Referee calls a deflection on the way through. So the Brozzy will have another bite of the cherry. As Vannin, that is a bad miss from Rosende. He knows he should have done better there. Could have opened the scoring quite easily. It's a good ball to the back post from Fred Vannin. And Quieros plays it into the Philippis and out. Vannin, his ball, cut out by Famato, who's looked to catch Bruno Bissan off his line, but unable to on this occasion. As Quieros gives it to Ferreira, who finds Rosende on the near side. Ferreira, Vannin now. And that one deflects off of Ziba on the way through. As Quieros will look to set up Rosende. He cuts inside with a great piece of skill. Daniel Famato making a good save, and Zeba's away here. Bruno Bissan stayed on his line, and the number 16 should have came out to clear the ball but didn't. Betim Zeba with a relatively simple finish into the corner. As you can see on the replay, it's a great throw over the top from Famato. Zeba made no mistake with the finish, and it goes from bad to worse for Brozzy. If it stays like this, they'll be in a bit of trouble after having a really good start to the season. They're without their main man, Wagner Araújo, who has been the standout for them this season, winning multiple MVPs. He's absent from the squad tonight as the ball trickles out on the far side. Shafiq Hafiz on now, Betim Zeba. Shafiq Hafiz gives it to Rindell. Ball into the middle looking for Zeba. Rindell, Houston. Zeba. Quieras. Patrick. Rindell does well. In his away now. Houston in the middle looking for the return ball. But Brozzy defend well as Resende has it. He chips it over the top. And De Philippis clears, but only as far as Patrick, who sends that one out with his face. As Michael De Philippis, the 18-year-old, has the ball on the far side. He gives it to Rindell, who has picked up a couple of MVPs this season. He was instrumental last week in their comeback against the Scarborough Sharks. Him alongside a player who I've just been informed is absent tonight, but he is on the team list, Adriano Jelenovic. He's just arrived, my mistake. Jelenovic was instrumental for Armidale last night in the FFA Cup, or now known as the Australia Cup. The Croatians scored a brace as his side went down to Morebury Jets 5-2. But lots of positives from the big target. He showed his worth on a national scale. And another player that's shown his worth on a national scale before is the number 10, Devon Rindell. He's played for the Australian side on multiple occasions. Player with a great resume. As Patrick now, he holds it up, gives it to Resende. Ferreira, down the line, Quieras. Return ball to Ferreira, Patrick, there it is. And it's a good goal from Brozzy, a good bit of passing and movement. And Patrick, the number 4, who has had a good start to the season, keeps it going with a finish at the back post. He's not going to make a mistake from that kind of distance. As Houston now, he gives it to De Philippis. Hafiz, Rindell, Houston once again. And the number 5 gets it back through the legs of Duna, links up with Hafiz, but is unable to create anything from it. As Patrick holds the ball up well at target, looks to lay off Ferreira, but De Philippis wins it back. He's done well. Houston. Hafiz. Rindell. Down the line for De Philippis. Rindell. Handball. Nothing called from the referee. However, Andre Duna. The advantage. No advantage, and the free kick is called back for the handball as Jelenovic steps on the court. He'll be one to watch as Rindell loses out. Jelenovic. Rindell. Famato now. Great ball from Famato. His wide range of distribution proving to be effective thus far, and Rendell linking up with Houston. Shot saved by Bisan. Jelenovic looking for the back post, but Brozzy got a last-ditch foot on the ball, and Rendell once again. Jelenovic. He finds Houston. He gives it back to Jelenovic, and it's a venomous strike from Adriano Jelenovic. And he's taken out Bisan in the process as Houston checks off. Sasakuma back on now. Jelenovic looking for the ball through the middle, but it's blocked away. And here goes over the top to Sasakuma, who gives it to the Philippines. Rendell, Jelenovic. Vanin leases out. Jelenovic is away. Adriano Jelenovic cuts inside, and it's a great save from Bisan to deny the Croatian. Rendell, ball through the middle. Sasakuma, quick feet from him. Pass cut out. Jelenovic gets it back. Great feet from Rendell, and he was clipped on the way through. The foul has been given. Hawks with an opportunity now to work the keeper.
It's like Rendell's lining up for this free kick. Jelenovic on his right. He's played it across for De Philippis, and he scuffed that shot. Keeper looking for an option now. Plays it short. Drew now looking for options. Northern Hawks back in possession with Adriano looking threatening on goal. Be a sideline kick in. Sasakuma, Jelenovic. And the ball's gone out for a corner for Northern Hawks. Rendell to Ziba, who dummies it now. Sakuma, Jelenovic. He's looking for options here. It's under quite a bit of pressure from Druna. Helps to play it back, and a chip ball over the top for Ziba. Winds up, takes the shot across goal. And keeper looking for an option, finds middle of the court, number 4, Poltrick. Druna now. Good composure on the ball here from Brozzy. Getting a few passes, stray pass from Druna, intercepted. Adriano now tries to flick pass there to Rendell, but it's taken by Brozzy, who counter now in a 3v2. A chance there for number 14 from Brozzy. Sakuma. Jelenovic's touch is a bit hard there, but Northern Hawks have kept possession. Ziba's pass taken from Brozzy. Chance here. Been picked up by Famato. Flicks the ball forward immediately for Sasakuma here.
As Sasakuma on the ball now, Rendell, Ziba, back to Rendell, Sasakuma, first time ball looking for Jelenovic. It is cut out and Potrick has come away with it. Rendell wins it back. A good chance for Jelenovic to work the keeper, but he's still held on to it. Rendell now. Sasakuma, loose touch from the number 53, down the line, Ziba. He spins around and looks for the back post, but no runner in sight for the Hawks as Resende checks back on now for Brozzy, along with Ferreira. And Ferreira gives it out wide. Quiros down the line looking for Ferreira, and it stayed in. Quiros is away with it. He's looking for a Resende, but it's cut out well. And a 2-on-1 for the Hawks now. Rendell looking for Jelenovic at the back post. Sasakuma, shot blocked. Zebra again. And here's ball looking for Sasakuma, but a loose pass in the end as Basan collects it rather easily. Ball over the top from Basan. Wendell heads clear. Houston now, he's back on for the Hawks as Quiros out wide to Resende, who's one-on-one with Sasakuma, back rolls it to Ferreira, who resets with his keeper. And it's Ferreira again. Quiros tries to take Jelenovic down the line and comes away with it, but a good second defending from Sasakuma to clean it up. Resende. Venin holds it up well. Resende. He loses out to Rendell, who's unable to keep it in. Resende, Ferreira. Quiros. Venin holds off Houston and looks to scoop it around him, but the number 5 stands strong. Vanin, he'll be looking for the back post. His shot is blocked behind. Ferreira looking for Quiros at the back post, but the Hawks come away with it. A loose pass from Hafiz. Resende, Ferreira, and he shoots over. There's a good chance there for the Brozzy.
Dan Famato now looks to go long with the throw, and it's hit its target in Jelenovic, who's trying to turn his opponent and gets the shot off. But Quiros gets enough on it to send it out, and it'll be a Northern Hawks corner. Jelenovic is taking it, plays it out. Sasakuna's shot quite wide. And that is Brozzy FC there calling a timeout with the 4 minutes remaining of the first half. And a very even contest thus far with the 2 goal scorers, one from Northern Hawks, Zeba, and the other, Alan Potrick from Brozzy FC.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you.
All right, we're back from that timeout with 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Brozzy FC currently in possession, but with an attack here. Down the line, Druna plays across the face of goal and out on the other side. It'll see Famato with the throw for Northern Hawks. He opts to go short this time. Jelenovic with the pass, and as Northern Hawks now build up play, Houston on the ball to the left flank and back again. Good movement from Jelenovic here to get some space, and unmarked run there in behind the Brozzy defence. It's exactly what they're looking for there. It was De Philippus who didn't see the long option. Houston plays through. Hafiz now back inside, and pass given away there from Jelenovic. Brozzy now with possession. Turina plays it out wide here to Poltrick. Quiros. Poltrick doing well under the pressure there of De Philippus. Right in front of the referees, keeping an eye on those hands. He's played back now Brozzy creep forward with the number 7, Rezende. And a strike taken, but Viz in the right space to block it, and DeFilippis comes away with the ball. A long pass there from Jelenovic, looking to hit its target. It's just gone out over the back line though. Basan throws the ball out now for Brozzy. Druna takes on Houston, gets a nutmeg, but Hawks get possession quickly, and here's a chance for Houston, who doesn't have any issue getting that one past the keeper. Northern Hawks get their second for the game.
A mistake from Andre Duna costing him there, and it was a good bit of link-up play. Shafiq Hafiz giving it out wide to Jelenovic, who played Houston at the back post, and he made no mistake with the finish, the number 5. Hawks restore their advantage as Rezende Patrick. He looks for Ferreira, but it's cut out by the big frame of Jelenovic, and a rare loose touch from the number 22. Brozzy have a corner. As a real chance for Brozzy here, but nothing doing. It is behind, and Famato will restart with the throw. He goes long, looking for Zeba, but can't get it up and over. As Zeba's got Houston, his shot blocked behind, and the Hawks will get another bite at the cherry. Houston looks for the volley, but doesn't come off this time. Jelenovic finds Houston in space, and it's a good save from Bisan. And it's a miss-hit clearance from Rezende. Hawks will get it back. Jelenovic at the back, not his usual position. He's a stellar target, but still a very good player in any area of the court. Is Jelenovic makes the run to target. Houston connects with Jelenovic, who gives it back to Houston. Back roll to DeFilippis. Zeba down the line. DeFilippis. Jelenovic. He loses out to Vanin, but does enough to force it out in the end. As Quiros, Rezende. He skips it forward looking for Vanin. Vanin's come away with it. Shot from an acute angle from Fred Vanin, but Famato deals with it, and Hawks have a chance here. DeFilippis, Zeba for his second, there it is! And what a game the number 40's having. Betim Zeba is cool and calm as you like with the finish, and Hawks catching out Brozzy on the counter-attack. It all started from Dan Famato once again, who gave a quick ball out to DeFilippis, who threaded the needle through to Zeba at the back post, and he made no mistake with the finish. The Albanian has his second off the match. As Brozzy restart once again here, and as the half comes to a close, the game could just be getting away from them as Rezende trying to make up for it. His left-footed shot is blocked away. Ball looped over looking for Vanin at the back post, but falls into the arms of Famato. Jelenovic, a ball over the top. And Houston has come away with it here. And Quiara's a rush pass in the end, and that's half-time. There we have it, folks. Betim Zeba scoring a double for the Northern Hawks, with Patrick scoring a single for the Brozzy boys, and the other goal scorer was Shez Houston, linking up nicely with Adriano Jelenovic when they scored their second goal of the match. And Brozzy could be in a little bit of danger of picking up consecutive losses for the first time in a while. They're 3-1 down with it all to do. A good first half from Greg Farrell's Northern Hawks, who are on the front foot. They're on the driving seat of today's match. We'll cut to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment.
We're back for the second half of Brozzy FC against Northern Hawks. Northern Hawks is currently in the lead, 3-1. Brozzy out on the court nice and early and ready to kick off. Looks like they're ready to try and get back into this game, get themselves a couple of goals to start. And we've seen here a chance straight from kick-off. The Hawks caught unaware there. Resende looking threatening in front of goal. The sideline kick in here for Brozzy. Number 9, Vannon taking that one. Resende plays out to the right flank. A chance here, and blocked by Zeba. Resende plays back to the keeper, Bissan, who's looking for an option, but time's ticking there. Zeba's intercepted the pass, but Vannon doing well to win it back. Flick pass over the top now. On the far side, ball across here, not hitting its target, it's gone out.
Jelenovic now. And he gives it to Rendell. Hawks have a chance. And they were almost away, but a loose touch for Chas Houston. Falling, fortunately, for Brozzy as Houston, ball from the side, gives it to Jelenovic. He looks for Zebra in the corner, but pass is cut out by Pieros. Rendell, he twists and turns Rendell. And his shot with the outside of the foot dealt with rather easily by Bissan. And Vannon was under a load of pressure there, forced to put that one into touch. As Rendell, left-footed shot from him and blocked away. Zeba, Jelenovic, what a goal from Adriano Jelenovic. An outdoor or indoor, the man can do it all. There's no stopping that one, hit with such accuracy and power. But it didn't even look like the number 22 was even putting his foot through it. He just side-footed that one. Bassan left unsided, perhaps. And it's gone from bad to worse for Brozzy. The game's really getting away from them now. Will we see them pull out the fly keeper? It's not something they've had to do this season, but it may well be worth a shot as they haven't been on tonight, the Brazilians, but they've got players that can change the game around, like this man, Fred Vannon, and almost threw on that occasion, but it's dealt well by the Hawks defenders. And the Hawks play into the 4-0 with Zeba playing it across to Jelenovic, who gives it to Rendell. Ball over the top for Houston's a good one. Houston one-on-one with Quiros, who finds Zeba, but Ferreira gets there first and puts it away. As Sasakuma back on now. He gives it to Rendell. Houston, one-on-one with Quiros, and that shot trickling past the back post. No runner in sight to tap it in. As Bissan, he throws long looking for Vannon, but Jelenovic has it out. And Vannon has it in the middle. He doesn't have any space to get the shot off and loses out in the end. Houston finds Sasakuma. Rendell gives it to Jelenovic. Sasakuma looking for Rendell again down the line. And now he gets it, the number 10. Driving at defenders as he likes to do, but that pass let him down. Possession with the men in yellow is Vannon. Flick down the line, and Vannon's got it back. Gives it to Quiros, who looks for Vannon's return run, but he can't quite get anything on the end of it. It was a good passage of play from Brozzy. as Jelenovic on the ball now. Rindell. De Philippis, loose touch from the number 9. As Ferreira gives it to Vanin. Down the line for Azende. Vanin. Quiros tries to take De Philippis but can't do so. Vanin. Resende, step over. He gives it to Quiros. Down the line for Vanin. And Jelenovic defends well as Quiros. He dribbles out of play. And the possession is with the Hawks once again.
Bit of a delay to the start there. Jelenovic speaking to referee Silas on the far side. It'll be a kick in here. And he's given it straight back to Brozzy. Good team player there. Brozzy advanced quickly and a shot taken, but enough on it from Northern Hawks to not be any threat for Formato. Long throw, finding Jelenovic at the top. Plays it off now, Rindell. Taking on his player, and he manages to get the ball across goal. Jelenovic there. Looking for it, but it's gone out for a Brozzy kick in. Time almost up there from that kick in. Referee on the side. Got to 4 seconds. So now Rindell's managed to win the ball off of Druna, and Shakuma lays it off for Rindell. Keeper picks that one up easily. Bisan playing it out. Druna now taking on Rindell, comes inside, but the touch is too big and he's lost possession. Northern Hawks being patient now in possession, and they're 4-0 shape on the court. Slowly bringing in the defence from Brozzy. We now see Rindell exit through the middle and he looks for that ball over the top. Formato. Houston, Sakuna now drives forward, plays down the line. De Philippis manages to just keep that one in. Sasakuma out to Houston. Houston tries to find Sasakuma again, but it goes out. Poltrick joins the court again for Brozzy. And number 19's just entered, Barros. Pressure here from Rindell, almost wins the ball. You right? Is everything okay?
It went out the back. As De Philippis has it on the far side, he gives it to Sasakuma. Sasakuma forced back to Formato. He gives it to Rindell. Sasakuma opens up down the line, but a misplaced pass heading out of bounds, and Brozzy regain possession. Ferreira gives it to Daniel Barros. Quieras. Barros. Good chance here for Daniel Barros, but it's a smart save from Daniel Formato to put that one behind for a corner. As it looks like it's a turnover of possession. The ball not on the line perhaps, and in fact I don't think it was judged a corner in the end. It's Sasakuma. Houston, Hafiz, who gives it, well, he's looking for Sasakuma, but it's a loose pass from the number 52. That one gets away from him. Quieros, Barros, cuts inside. Good feet from the number 19, who can also double as a very good keeper. He's an experienced player coach, Daniel Barros, been in the game for a long time. as Ferreira, Patrick, he dribbles inside, but he's got no real space to shoot. He makes something out of nothing, Alan Patrick, but Famato's equal to it. In fact, no, that one rolls straight out. Famato will restart. Hafiz, great ball from Hafiz, finds the runner Houston, but Houston resets with DeFilippis. He gives it to Sasakuma. Now Houston, he's got space to shoot, but a great sliding block from Barras. And he's had a good impact since he's come on, Daniel Barras. As Houston once again finds Sasakuma. Hafiz. Houston, Sasakuma. And it looked like he could have got something on it, but the pass in behind the number 53's run. As Resende through the middle. DeFilippis, he loses out, and Patrick, early shot, but Famato will save those easily. Houston, Sasakuma gives it to DeFilippis, circles back, gives it to Houston, back roll to DeFilippis, who drives through the middle. Hafiz, Houston, Sasakuma, Hafiz, and the Hawks are just happy to keep possession as Houston unleashes Hafiz down the flank, but a loose pass sees Brozzy regain possession. Bissan, Resende, Patrick, pass to no one in particular. As that pass from Zeba's put the Hawks under a lot of pressure, but they've broken it. DeFilippis, he gives it to Zeba, who looks first time down the line, and that clearance from Ferreira is a shot on target. Bissan deals with it. As Houston defends well, Vannin back on now. 8 minutes for Brozzy to turn this game around. Resende looking for Vannin, but he's marshalled well by Houston. Famato drops it at the feet of Houston. DeFilippis can turn, one-on-one with Resende, and he does well. DeFilippis, oh, his toe poke, missing to the near post.
Bissan collects the ball now for Brozzy FC. Time's ticking down, 8 minutes to go, and they're still 3 goals behind to even get a draw out of this game. We're going to need to see something more here from Brozzy FC if they're wanting to get any points from today's game. Zeba there with a block. There was a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, but it seems that the referee's saying that Zeba was the one there being held. So free kick will be taken by Northern Hawks. Complaints from a Brozzy bench about them wasting time now. Zeba takes the kick and plays it through for DeFilippis. Plays it out now for Fizz, but too far out in front for him, and it's gone out of play. We kick in here for Brozzy deep in their own half. No options really, and 4 seconds has passed. So that will be a swap over of possession and a kick in for Northern Hawks. Kick in taken, Zeba plays it across to Philippus with the shot, and that one's gone high. Bissan throws short. Long ball now to find Vannin. There's a 2v1 here, but can't keep possession, and Houston's managed to take that one for Northern Hawks. Now set themselves back up to play out. Zeba taking a bit of time on the ball there, gets pressed quite well from Vannin, and we also see there Resende looking to press, and chance here. Number 14, Quiroz, and another shot taken from Polchik from distance. Famato with a key save there. Jelenovic back on the court now for Northern Hawks as they set up for this kick in. Vannon, another chance here, but Houston's able to take that one. He had the block and then he's managed to get possession. And Zeba goes for the long, trying to find there DeFilippis, who's managed to get himself forward with some space. Bissan doing well, reading that one for the goalkeeper, coming forward and blocking that one well. DeFilippis now looks across the court for Houston, who tries to volley first time, finds Zeba and Jelenovic. Ball from one side of the court to the other, all first time. Nice play there from Northern Hawks.
Jelenovic, Houston, his shot blocked by Potrick. Houston gives it to Jelenovic. DeFilippis, who finds Houston, spins inside, ball through, but it's cut out and Resende's away with it. Zeba does well, and he's got it again, Zeba. His touch too heavy, and Vannon on the attack now. A chance for Brozzy, 3 versus 2. They've worked it to the back post. Resende, Vannon, Quieros, looks to chip it over for Mato, but the number 7 does well and turns that one behind. And another save from Famato. It's gone in the end. It looks like it could have even been an own goal, but I think it's been claimed by Resende in the end. 4 minutes left. Brozzy with a chance at redemption. That goal falling to the number 7 rather fortunately. Famato has been good and he did all he could to keep that one out, but I think it rebounded off Houston and fell at the feet of Resende, who wasn't going to miss from that range. As Houston's found Jelenovic, who has spun and shoot, but Bissan is equal to it. Zeba, Rindell, and another save from Bissan. And in a tussle with Patrick, that one's behind for a corner. In fact, referee Tina Campos points to Bissan as he'll restart. It's a timeout being called by Brozzy FC, and that goal just moments ago, giving them a lifeline. Resende finding the back of the net, and the score stays at 4-2. Will we see them pull out the 5th man in an attempt to reduce the deficit? Now, having said that, if there's one team that's going to be hard to play 5th man against, it will be the Northern Hawks. They're very well drilled defensively, and their players are more than capable. As it looks like that may be the call. Resende is putting on the bib. It'll be Zeba, Rindell, Houston, and Jelenovic with Quieros, Barros, Resende, Venin, and Alan Potrick. So 3 minutes to turn this game around. It's more than enough time, but it's not going to be easy against the players of this caliber, as 4 second almost called, and they've had a little bit of miscommunication, the men in yellow. The 2 touches being called after Quieros gave it back to Resende, and he checks out Bissan back on. So a chance for the Northern Hawks to wrap this one up. They've got very competent shooters, and shooters on both feet, that is. Jelenovic, Rindell, and Houston. You'd expect one of them to be taking the shot. Zeba to perhaps provide a distraction, get in front of Bissan and make it harder for him to see. It looks like it will be Jelenovic and Rindell over this one.
Just a little bit to the left.
And both of them are extremely dangerous from this kind of distance. As Brozzy just setting up their wall. Bissan will do all he can to get as much of his goal covered as Jelenovic He drags his shot wide, giving Brozzy a lifeline as Piero scurries to reclaim that ball. The sound force long, looking for Vanin, but it's cut out well by Rindell as Jelenovic holds it up well, and his double team but manages to get the pass off. Rindell gives it to Houston, and a bit more energy about the Brozzy defense. They're pressing higher now, but Rindell clears it away as Barras, he beats Zebra down the line and he cuts inside off Rindell, gives it out to Patrick, and Famato pushes that one behind, makes the save, but a little bit of an awkward one there, Daniel Famato, as Brozzy start the fifth man. Barras has been the man of the match for Brozzy, in my opinion. He hasn't played many minutes, but he's been stellar when he has been on the court, as Resende down the line, Vanin, and he hits the outside off the post, giving Hawks a chance to restart. And as the seconds trickle down, just over a minute left, as Famato drops it off at the feet of Zeba, who will be in contention for man of the match after his 2 goals have been the difference for the Hawks tonight, but he loses out on this occasion. In fact, he gets the call from the referee and wins it from the side. His ball forward looking for Jelenovic, but Barras does well. As Zeba now, he gives it to Houston, who goes all the way back to Rindell. He chips it forward to Zeba, good touch from him, and his back row looking for the run of Jelenovic, but they're not quite on the same wavelength. As Resende is able to drive forward, but it looks like he didn't exit his own half within the 4 seconds. And rather unfortunate there for the number 7, but the call went in their favour. And it looks like it was Barras that cleared that one away. Alert defending from the number 19, as Barras does enough to put Jelenovic off. As Resende, he finds Patrick in the middle, good touch from him. He spins around and he does extremely well there, Patrick. Famato parries it at the feet of Vanin, who should have done better there. And not long left now, 25 seconds left on the clock. A bit of handbags between Vanin and Daniel Famato. Not quite sure what's going on there, but I assume Vanin is not happy after the way this game has gone, and he's getting worked up over anything now. As Famato, he gives it to Zeba, who plays it out wide to Jelenovic, and he just about keeps it in play. Barras has come away with it. Rindell wins it off him, but it's a good sliding effort from Daniel Barras, and once again, the man hasn't put a foot wrong. Rindell, he thinks they were standing too close to him, but nothing called from the referee. Vanin, Patrick, can he reduce the deficit? The seconds trickle out now, and it's another save from Famato. Houston, and it's going to be all she wrote. The whistle goes, 4-2 win for the Northern Hawks, and another loss for Brozzy, their second one of the season. As you can see, they're furious about it. A bit of handbags going on after the match. Vanin's not happy, and Riddell cheers him off. As we'll go through the goal scorers. There's Betim Zeba scoring a brace, Houston and Jelenovic scoring a single each, with Patrick scoring the lone goal for Brozzy, with the other one being accredited as an own goal. And we'll be back for the women's clash between the Northern Hawks and the Andinas in just a moment.